Hey everybody, my name is Louie and I'm with Dave.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Legendary Dave Rousey. We are actually picking up this beautiful 2003 36-foot Allure.
Country Coach Allure.
And we're actually, we picked it up yesterday. We've driven about 500 miles, day 2 here from San Antonio, and we're almost at the border of
Colorado. We're about to Durango.
So instead of taking Highway 10, we decided to take a different route today. We're actually going to go up through the Highway 550, which they call the $1 million highway, I guess.
$1 million highway.
It's one of the top 10 scenic routes you could go on, and we're going to start up at Durango and go all the way up through Grand Junction, Colorado.
Yep.
So,
and you can't go with a better coach, I'll tell you that.
Legendary Dave's going up on the ladder, showing you the roof.
We're going to show you guys what the roof looks like up here. We're talking lots of solar power.
One-piece roof cap, 2 roof airs.
You got a wine guard, omnidirectional as well. Here you go.
Look at this guy, wow. Whoa, whoa.
Getting too old for that.
Yeah. All right, Dave, so what do you think of the 36-foot Allure?
With that 370 in here, this thing has been really great. It's really been a great coach. We've been able to get in a lot of different parking lots, tight ones, big parking lots. We've been able to maneuver really easy with this girl. This thing actually drives really good. The whole trip. The customer who had it before really took good care of this coach.
Yeah, I mean, when we walked in, we normally do a little checking on everything. We walked in the coach and we said, we've seen enough, we're ready to go.
We're ready to go. We kind of joked about it, but we were kind of like, hey, I don't think we need to detail it when we get home. Maybe a quick wash and put her on the lot and she's ready to go.
No, definitely a wash, but the inside is immaculate. It's definitely been well maintained and well cared for.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I think driving it in the wind, it's been pretty awesome also.
It's been really awesome. I've been in many other coaches, and I have to say this one has been a really good trip with the wind. And we are getting a lot of wind. As you can see our scenery around here. We got a lot of storms going on right now.
Yeah, we're right on the border of New Mexico and Colorado. I think the town we just passed was Aztec, New Mexico, and we're going to be hitting Durango here. We decided to take an alternate route, and we're going to go on Highway 550.
550. And that's going to take us up to the big $1 million highway. Right?
Most scenic drives in the U.S.
In the U.S. So,
it might be the world, but we'll debate that later, Dave.
Yeah, and you know, me and Louie have been through a lot of passes, so this is going to be one of the passes we've definitely been thinking about for the last few years. So this is definitely a dream of mine. It's on my bucket list.
Definitely on Dave's bucket list. I've done it before, but instead of taking Highway 10 and going through El Paso and then cutting over to Phoenix and going up I-5, we decided to go on the $1 million highway.
We thought it was time to do a nice, good scenic trip and show you folks what we kind of encounter when we're on the road. We break down just like everybody else. If it happens, it happens.
Not today, Dave. Don't
Not
jinx
today.
us, but we just got some fuel right here. We're getting ready to go. Again, this thing is a really, would you call it a cream puff?
I would have to say this is a cream puff, Lou.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the cream puffs of the year.
Definitely well maintained, well cared for. The person that we picked it up from, I mean, we knew in a second. We just walked in the coach and we're like, normally we check a lot of systems and we do a lot of other things. On this coach, we didn't have to do anything, did we?
No, and to be fair, the customer does take the coach to Premier RV of Oregon.
Oh, a little plug there.
Yep, he does
like
bring it up there to us. So he has us do all the work. So yeah, I think we have a cream puff here.
Yeah, it gets back to on consignments. You know, we pick up a lot of coaches for people that just don't want to drive this long of a distance.
Right.
And me and Dave do it a lot. We've probably gone about twice a month typically on average. So if you're interested in selling your coach, we would love the opportunity. So
yes.
we're going to get behind the wheel and show you some beautiful scenery here shortly.
And we'll stop again and talk to you.
All right, well, we made it back from the Million Mile Highway. This 2003 Allure, like we do once we sell a coach, this coach is sold, but we put it up on the rack here, lift it up off the ground, and do our chassis inspection. But there's some really cool things I think you'll appreciate by looking at. We were talking about the independent front suspension and why these coaches drive so well, but this independent front suspension is very massively built.
Yeah, look at the size of these A-arms and Coney shocks. I mean, yeah, it's just really impressive to be under one of these motorhomes.
Yeah, Country went with the new way independent front suspension and starting in 2000. Again, they really wanted to increase the front GVW of the coach. This definitely did it if you look at the size of it. I've looked at some other manufacturers with their I-beam axles, and nothing is like the size of...
No.
This thing is completely overbuilt. You'll see this chassis all the way through, all the steel. This being a 2003, all these steel members coming down. You got your fuel tank here.
2003 with over 100,000 miles, so 22 years old, 21 years old, and look at how nice it is still under here in respect to the miles and the age of it.
Yeah, you have no idea until you drove this coach, but I tell you, it was one of the best drivers I've ever driven. But it just shows you the structure, integrity of this coach.
Yeah.
The massiveness of all the steel running down here on this semi-monocoque chassis, which is a really cool feature. You know, that's what Prevost use on their chassis, is a 2 million mile chassis. And that's what Country Coach was trying to replicate, is getting you that beefier chassis, obviously.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can see the hydronic heat exhaust system, generator exhaust system, rear axle, tire wear, nice and even. Everything's dry.
And that's the cool thing here at Premier RV, is that we could really inspect, detect, and correct any issues that we might see. You know, Zerk fittings, all the other fittings that we check. We check all the shocks, airbags.
Ride height, brakes,
Yeah.
hand hard bar,
Yeah.
things people have no idea exist.
So it really makes a big difference, but this owner definitely stayed up on his service, and it's very evident underneath there, huh?
Definitely. Beautiful coach.
See the side mounted radiator here.
Yeah, your Allison 3000 transmission, ISL engine. This is what they look like from underneath. Not very impressive, but all things that are inspected and checked before a sold coach is allowed to leave.
And Dave's not here right now, but he's going to check all the hoses and make sure nothing's touching anything that it shouldn't be touching. Make sure that there's no cracks in any of the coolant lines, fuel lines, and all that good stuff. He's going to look at the drive line and everything else. Airbags on this coach have already been replaced.
Yep.
Again, everything looks really good for 2003, 21 years old, huh?
It does. Air filters right here, 3 plastic nuts that drop straight down. Slide a new one up if needed. Yeah.
So we just want to show you the chassis underneath after we got back from our trip. Again, appreciate you watching the videos. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, well, we finally made it back to Premier RV of Oregon. And Dave, what'd you think of that ride?
That was probably one of the...
Wait, you need a mic.
Oh, hey guys. Well, that was definitely one of the better rides we've had in a long time. I mean, short wheelbase, great coach.
Long wheelbase for a 36-footer, right?
Well, yeah. Well, come on, going through the hills we went through.
I noticed you coming down from the roof, you know, that was kind of interesting.
A little
You all-
tipsy.
You all right from that?
No, I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
It was,
You recovered?
Oh yeah, I totally recovered.
You didn't take any time off or anything?
No, I didn't get to go fishing.
Workman's comp?
No,
But-
where was go?
Back to the being serious, though, I mean, this coach was probably, we talked about it quite a bit, but probably the best driver we've ever driven, huh?
Oh yeah, this thing's actually a really great driver. I mean, from even when we drove that other, what was that, 40-foot one?
Yeah.
Same coach, 40 foot, but with a tag, this thing drove awesome.
Yeah, we kind of went the scenic route instead of doing Highway 10. We went up through Colorado on the Million Mile Highway, and
Yeah.
I understand, I did a little research on that. You know why it's called the Million Mile Highway?
Why is that?
I guess in the 70s it was built, and it cost $1 million to do 1 mile of road.
Whoa.
And just imagine what that would cost today, because going through those hillsides and those turns and
Well, I got a question on that because, I mean, looking at that asphalt as it's peeling off the side of the hill,
yeah, it looked like it was eroding a little bit.
it looked like it was starting to go down, pal. If that wasn't 100 feet, that was 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
Straight down.
a couple landslides and that highway might go up a little bit in cost, I think.
It'd be nice to have a barrier on that.
A couple guardrails would have been nice in certain areas. I think we got almost, what, 10,900 feet or something?
10,938 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we have Damon Raposo here.
I was going to ask you, did you see a 2,040-foot Allure upside down when you guys were driving on that?
We were actually looking for that, Coach. That was a true story, and that was kind of, that would have been a marketing highlight, I think, because how many coaches would stay intact when it went off the side of the road and land up on its roof?
Very few.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
that
lifted
was,
it right back up, too, in one piece.
that was amazing. And
I
that,
met those people.
You met those people. They came here
They were
looking
here.
for a motorhome, and
Yeah.
boy, that happened about, what, 2 years ago?
Yep.
So,
Wow. I
you
can't
know,
believe it.
country coaches are built like tanks. That's pretty evident right there. All steel, no aluminum, steel side walls, steel roofs, and
Yeah.
everything. So,
Today we also have the new owner of this motorhome standing next to me, Rich. So we got a little bit of a crowd here in this video, 4 of us.
Yeah.
yeah, we thought we'd bring him in on the video. The coach lasted about 2 hours on our website, so he jumped the gun, and I don't know how you guys got in touch with each other,
I
but
came in at lunchtime, just on a whim. I came down here to visit. I'm from near Seattle,
yeah,
and came in. It was lunchtime, and I think Damon was eating, and I said, "Hey, no worries," and he just said, "Head out this way." So I, no pressure, just took a look around, and everything I was interested in was already sold. That's sold. Louie sold that. This one's sold. That one's sold. And then Damon says, "But this one just came in. Louie just drove it back. It's a great driver." And I
Yep.
said, I looked it over and I said, "This is perfect." That's exactly what I'm looking for.
The workhorse.
Oh, you drove it.
The workhorse, yeah.
So,
yeah. I think you drove a little bit, but yeah,
so I actually was able to pick it up before it even was advertised. So that was
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
well, you got a
So,
beautiful
thanks to Damon.
coach. This
Yeah.
is
We took it for a drive yesterday with Dave, and it was in my words, it was like driving on a cloud. It was really excellent. It's just super smooth,
Yeah.
sweet.
Lots of power, huh?
I've had a gas coach. This is obviously a diesel. Yeah, can't compare.
And you had a Tiffin, right? Gas
Yes.
coach?
Yep.
So I think you'll appreciate the ride quality and everything else. Even in wind, this coach performed outstanding. So
So she's got a name already. We named her Sunny because she's the Sun River. So we're gonna head back. I'm heading back to Seattle, but gonna store it here.
awesome.
So yeah, super excited. I can't say enough about the great crew here at Premier, but Damon and his knowledge, and Louie, your leadership, and Dave.
How much do we got to
senior
pay
tax.
for this? Oh,
Dave,
wait.
And then Gary's like the man who just wants it to be right. So
Whoa, we'll edit that, Gary. It's okay.
anyway, it's a wonderful place. So I appreciate everything you guys do.
Oh,
You do
congratulations. What a
Yeah,
beautiful coach.
congratulations.
So, yeah, again, please hit the subscribe button. And what do you say after that, Damon?
It's free.
Thank you.
Thank you.